Prediction runs until after the pistol round ends, by the way, which we are getting into the pistol round right now. So, in we go. Pistol round running. Life's a Game on the CT side. Redacted Society on the T side. We got Anubis. Possibly the last Anubis we'll see in a long time. It's going to be the A-bomb site is where Redacted Society going to go right off the bat. It's a lot of kills hitting that feed. Life's a Game going to be taking the quick disadvantage here. 2 versus 3. Sandman and Barrett versus Rift, Signal, and Dirty Dan. Coach Oreo playing for Life's a Game did get both of those kills. And everything going on right now, it is a massive cluster. And fortunately for Redacted Society, they are able to secure the pistol round. Yeah, I guess. Wait, what happens? I was just looking to see what happens if I turn off the camera. And I might have to update exclamation point Cena. We shall see. I will update that after this. However, Redacted Society making this one nice and quick. They just steamroll their way in through a main. Sandman, the only thing holding the line, and is the perfect thing to be holding that line. Rift, now the last player standing. Life's a Game. 2 versus 1. Looking to recover control of this game. And Sandman, with a couple of kills already, gonna finish things off. Picked up the AK. Yeah, this started really scarily for Life's a Game. The AK coming out huge for Dirty Dan, but Sandman playing from behind the table. MP9 still works perfectly fine post-nerf. I guess this is actually pre-nerf because we wouldn't be on Anubis if it was post-nerf, but either way. So that does mean that the CT side is going to be at a bit of a cash disadvantage as we proceed through the game. But yes, I think in the next one, there should be overpass as an option. I will say that Life's a Game, we're going to be looking for this one to be quite fast, because they do have another game in 45 minutes, and they completely wipe out Redacted Society outside of B main. So, Redacted Society, you wouldn't expect the T side to oblige the CT side and make things quick, but looks like they will be more than happy to do so. So yeah. Well, that means down to pistol. Redacted Society, you guys have made the last 3 rounds like 3 minutes or less. We started the game and it's just go, 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 go. We go B fast, we go A fast. There hasn't been any sort of defaulting, and now this round, we are finally going to be seeing a little bit of said defaulting. Smoke outside of A main. Going to keep Signal posted up. The rest of Redacted Society looking for some pressure inside of mid this time around. Coach Oreo going to be the one to greet them as they walk on in. Will they check this? Oh, it doesn't even matter. Oreo still going to gun down 2, looking for the 3rd, and oh my goodness. Redacted Society have a total of 8 kills in 4 rounds. Just watch that again because, yeah, this is just a little absurd. There's too much replay content. Exactly. Everything that's happened has been just a massive multi. Oreo upgraded a main roster? I know. Wait, is he actually upgraded a main roster? Or is this a... Because I have a feeling he's a substitute for tonight, but... I mean, hey, if he's upgraded, he seems to be doing a pretty good job against Redacted Society. Wolfie and Sandman going to start things off strong, but Signal able to get one back, and Dirty Dan joining in as well to even things out at 2. that is going to open up this B bomb site for Redacted Society, but the rotation for Life's a Game already close at hand. Oh, Mason nearly caught with a nade in his hand. That's not going to feel great. The nade into E-Box does do a good job of keeping Life's a Game at bay, and Oreo melts. Mason gets 1 for 1, and now it's going to be up to Wolfie to try and wrap this one up. 1 versus 2. Wolfie, definitely a capable player, does have the kit and the smoke, so this one could work out. But I hear laughing off to my left, so... Ta-da! Wolfie disconnected. Unlucky. I was like, he's standing still for an awful long time. He's keeping it very tense, very interesting before the peak, and it's just like, ugh. All right, we do get the reconnect. That one not gonna be. Well, we just won't talk about that. How could Wolfie be getting too old for this shit? He's not that old. He's not allowed to be saying he's too old. I refuse. You hear me? I refuse. Alrighty, well, that does leave Redacted Society with a good crop of weapons here. AKs picked up, and it's going to be... Ooh, Mason going to be the opper for Life's a Game. So I guess that... I should have paid enough attention to realize that it is Cyrix that is missing from Life's a Game. Or Consti, not Cyrix. Consti. Cyrix was the old opper. Consti's the new opper. Mason, though, going to get overwhelmed in mid to start things off. Is Oreo really playing? I mean, bro's 7-3. I don't think that this is a permanent replacement. I think that this is just something for a couple of games in advanced. I guess that's the other thing that's confusing me. So we're in ESEA Advanced, Season 54, and if you are somebody that has not stayed informed about ESL Challenger League, Season 50, it is going to be a little bit different as Sandman catches the backside of Dirty Dan. Signal, last player standing, just going to form the 3K for Wolfie. So Life's a Game are going to be, it looks like, participating in ESEA Advanced and ESL Challenger League. Because ESL Challenger League Season 50 is 4 2-week cups. And while you're waiting for that time in between those cups, having Advanced to play is a good way to continue getting reps in. The quality of those reps? Questionable. But hey, you know what? If you want to treat Counter-Strike like some kind of beer league to just play, then hey, why not? It's only pistols on the side of Redacted Society versus multiple, well, only one AK, but plenty of rifles for Life's a Game. Signal going to be caught early on, but the rest of Redacted Society going to call out the heavy B stack and head on in through mid. Mason going to start things off. Drops Trick, melts through Rift. Looking for some more as well. One tap onto Dirty Dan, and Wolfie will put that final nail in the coffin. So Life's a Game, just firing on all the cylinders. You almost have to wonder how they've lost those first couple of rounds, those 2 rounds anyway. Did you hug Wolfie? No. So I saw Wolfie when I got off the plane while we were heading to the shuttle to get to Canada. And I saw Wolfie only very briefly while I was in Canada. I saw Brett as well. He was walking by while I was talking to somebody else. That's kind of the thing about Philadelphia or any of these tournaments is if you go to these things, these are players that you're going to know walking by and always around. Ooh, good couple of kills to start this one off. Redacted Society starting off strong with man advantage. Signal down to 12. So Philadelphia, if you don't know, is just wall-to-wall players that you're going to recognize. Especially if this is numbered Philadelphia and it's one that's going to be worth more money. Wolfie might just have a read on these players' T steps. And so, you know, if you're talking to somebody for casting for whatever reason, there's a big possibility of other players that you might want to talk to also walking by. So it's just interesting, you know? There's all sorts of players that you're going to recognize. It's nice. Well, now it's going to be up to Wolfie. Ooh, gets legged up early on. Goodbye. Now going to peek on in. Finishes the job. 2 versus 4. This might be a winnable round here for Redacted Society. Oreo not going to be standing up any better. Rift with the AWP. Going to put him to rest. But that's the planter down. We've got 30 seconds remaining. Sandman now going to cover himself with the Molotov. Looking for these final 2 players. That's an AWP and an AK on 12 HP. Signal getting ready. They're going to go for the old 1, 2, 3 double peek, but Signal a little bit too early, a little bit premature. The AK pistol comes out for Rift. They will be able to finish the job. 3 to 5. Looking quite good for Life's a Game, though. This is, again, the CT side without the extra money. The Jerb. Gosh, the way we're looking right now is that not only are we going to have time before the next advanced game for Life's a Game, we're going to have lots of time. I don't actually know what we're going to be doing. I kind of hope this game goes a little bit longer because Life's a Game are just speedrunning it. Brett going to take first contact inside of E-Box. Redacted Society trying to get the flash. Wait. Go more than 15 FPS? What do you mean? Is anyone else seeing an FPS issue? Because I don't think... Yeah, I don't think I think the FPS issue is you. I don't... It says I'm playing it at 1080p. The actual video isn't? Maybe you want to refresh if you're not seeing it at 60 FPS, because I'm definitely... Okay. Maybe. Anyway, heavy damage off the rip with that nade, and man, Redacted Society are just falling over. Guys, it's not a race. How long into this game are we? The stream has only been running for 28 minutes. The half is nearly over. I really just don't know what to say if you're Redacted Society right now. Like, normally, if you know that your opponent has some sort of requirements for after the game you're in, you make it take as long as possible to stress them out, but Lag are just, they're getting every fight that they could ever want. Redacted Society are walking in and dying. You know, this kind of reminds me of my own gameplay. What's the strategy? We call it off of spawn. The strategy is a rush. I don't know what the plan is for Redacted Society. It's a redacted strategy is what it is. You know, I kind of like the camera better over here. Because then when I look at chat, you can tell that I'm looking at chat. So it's like looking at my screen. Now I'm looking at chat. I don't know what's going on. I hope that person that was in here before, I hope their video gets better, but it looks fine for me, so that's all I can do. I'm sorry. I heard a Negev drop. Wait, can we go take a look at that weapons pile? So we're making a weapons pile on the floor. Last round of the half. So I see some pistols, some M4. This is all for if they have to rotate, just in case. I see some ops, multiple ops on the ground for the rotation. Some M4s. Look, they're just being prepared, all right? You got to be prepared. You never know what you're going to need when you rotate. All right, well, and the weapons, again, not looking so great for Redacted Society. Again, they're going for something fast that seems to have been called out of spawn. They're just going to be split it up. Call it a banana split, because this one will be finished quick. Mason has an XM. It doesn't even really matter what Life's a Game have at this point. Negev, close range, it works. A Deagle, sure, why not? They're just, I can't even call it like BM at this point because Redacted Society seem to be putting in enough effort. I don't even know if I can publish this VOD. I'm going to anyway because, you know, it's something to put up on my YouTube. All right, Rift has got 2. So it's a 2 versus 2, but Rift, switching weapons at the wrong time, caught by Sandman. And it's Trick. Mac 10, smoke fades, 1 versus 2. I don't think this one's happening. I think that the bomb down on the B site going to be not recovered. 40 seconds. He does get the kill, so that is something at the very least for Trick. Goes for the rotation back around. Tries to fake some footsteps away. Give himself time to reload. But Wolfie knows the bomb, has to know the bomb is down on site at this point. He's just like, I'm just going to chill here. Aiming towards anything interesting. We're just going to look at the scenery and, you know, headshot to finish off the round. Again, look at the scoreboard. Oreo, the coach, isn't even bottom fragging. Oreo has actually a pretty good game going. Granted, Sandman is the one that's doing most of the work, and it's just like... It's just like, what do you say for this? You know? What do you say? What do you do? If you're Redacted Society, you know the CT side is the side with the disadvantage going into the second half. It's 3-9. None of these things are things you're going to feel good about. However, Signal taps away Brett to start this one off. Just erases him at long range. Goodbye. Now, next up to the plate, going to be playing from A main. He's the only one here, but deletes Wolfie as well. Looking for some more. He's going to have all of the work to do here. He does have the rotation coming in as Oreo removes him. Good trade out of Rift, but he runs out of ammo. Sandman now going to start to bring this one back. 2 versus 3, and Life's a Game. They're going to try and give Redacted Society the slip. Mason, he's been getting all of the kills, but this time it is going to be Sandman. Ooh, good kills for Mason on the back side of things. That's going to open the A-bomb site back up from the rotation, and Mason just going to be paving Redacted Society. So, bomb goes down on A. And this one looking pretty done and dusted here. Trick, no armor, does have the kit. So, if... I think at this point, you're just hoping that Life's a Game get too far away, and you can get the 5-second defuse in before they know what hit him. But no, Sandman in with the burst to clean things up. And Life's a Game grab a 10th round, double digits on the pistol. We're going to have a whole half an hour until next game. Is it BM to set the Glock to burst? A little bit, but I have conflicting feelings on this. On one side of things, it feels like, oh my gosh, there's 3 UMPs on Redacted Society. Wait a minute. Nobody told them that because this is Anubis, that means that they're probably on the unbuffed MP9 and they can use the MP9 if they want to. But no, they're trying to learn the UMP. Brett gonna punish. Overwhelms the first. And it's just going to be a massive train on into wherever the heck Life's a Game want to go, because they're going everywhere. Everywhere, all at once. Mac 10. Ooh, Brett playing a little bit of a juggle. Dies to his teammate as he gets the kill on Goodbye, and it's just... Life's a Game really treating this one like a game. RedactedSociety having difficulty putting down even the tiniest bit of resistance. So, what do I do next if this finishes early? I don't actually know. Half hour of montage. All right, you heard it here first. We're not the same person. We're just gonna watch this game over again. We could just watch the entire replay of this game in the time it takes to wait for the next game. It's just been that fast. We've got a sawed off for Sandman, which does feel like a tiny bit of BM, but okay, all right, guys. We got a Nova. We got a sawed off. Sandman jumping into Pizza with the kill. Looking for some more. Does get peppered down a little bit, but that's only going to incur his wrath. Luckily, Goodbye prepared with the MP9. Oh my gosh. They're bumping into each other inside of cams. Dirty Dan able to get to one. Trade comes out. 2 versus 2. And Life is a Game. They've got full control of the B-bombs, or the A-bomb site. So at this point, RedactedSociety, what do you do? Whatever do you do? There's not a whole lot that you can hope for. You're just kind of like... Because, like, now at this point, Life's a Game are not even treating this seriously. They're like, all right, we're on A. Let's go to B, just for fun. You don't need to. You don't need to give him this lip, but you can. Just to show that you can. Goodbye. Unable to convert the MP9, the spray, proving to be just too difficult. Rift. Oh, does catch Oreo. So, I guess the thing that we can ask is, like, what do you think Oreo's favorite Oreos are? My personal favorite, I really like the Halloween ones. I like the orange. Or just like if you replace the vanilla filling with chocolate, you just get chocolate with chocolate. Like at this point, I kind of want Life's a Game to give up some rounds for free, but I mean, the thing is they don't even need to worry about it. Wolfie has decided he's going to Tech 9 for what could be the final round of this game. Life's a Game just looking to steamroll in through mid. Dirty Dan does get one, but Oreo will get it right back. Still going to be the man advantage for RedactedSociety. Smoke going to give them a little bit of an opportunity to try to sneak around, but Goodbye might just be caught here. Oh, no. Oh, he will get the shots into the side of Brett. It's a 4 versus 2, and yet somehow I still feel like Life's a Game are winning this one. Somehow, some way. XM on Trick. They don't have access to bombs. That is the little piece that RedactedSociety can feel good with, but the flash will bind up Trick. Not quite able to finish up the kill onto Wolfie. Oreo, AK in hand, 3 kills on the round. Maybe at this point you just set your coach up for the ace. So he likes classic Oreos, but I'll tell you what. Is it like classic or double stuff? And if you like double stuff, you take the half of one and half of another and make a quad stuff. I like a quad stuff. All right, Oreo, do you get the ace here? Answer is going to be no. So Wolfie on 10 HP versus 2 players on RedactedSociety. It's Rift and Goodbye. Trying to extend play. 17 seconds. Oh, and they're going to be successful at it, too. They did it. I definitely thought they were losing that round somehow. I like this. Flash goes in and just... where's Consti? Your guess is as good as mine. They might have thought that, hey, it's an advanced game. We don't need to worry about it. So I did see that Mason was opping before, but it kind of feels like Life's a Game don't even need the op. Kind of feels like they're in good shape without it. Ooh, Dirty Dan. Thinking he knows the pattern that player in mid was going to take, but again, Life's a Game trying to serious up here. They do have the 5 rifles to work with. And I think this one's going to be just about over. 2 versus 5. It's Life's a Game on 5 on map point. Oh, gosh. Signal, where are you looking? This is done and dusted. Dirty Dan would have to have a massive clutch. The ace completed. Oh, he's just going to jump on down. Brit below him. Going to call an end to this game. 13-4. And, well,